over the last couple of days, patients have been complaining that they have not been getting beds. In fact, they have also been saying they're not getting reports on time and even ambulances. So clearly that has necessitated for Karnataka government to set up this big facility, clearly at least about 35 kilometers away from Bengaluru city. Now the place that we are standing right now here is the Bengaluru International Center. Now this is an exhibition center which has been completely converted into especially a center, a COVID care hospital, especially for the asymptomatics. Asymptomatics, the ones who are just displaying mild symptoms. To give you a brief understanding about what this facility, how many beds are there, let me go across to Sarfaraz Khan, who's overseeing this entire operation. Thank you so for joining us. Firstly, can you tell us how many beds are occupied or, accommodated in this particular center?
This the BIC facility has got 5 large halls, and then, like I said, around we are targeting around 10,100 patients to be kept here. So these are basically asymptomatic COVID patients, who will just go out without any treatment. Treatment is not required. Apart from this, we will be creating 100 beds of ICU here, ICU for high flow oxygen and those kind of facilities.
Okay.
And then, we will be providing them with medical staff, one doctor and 2 nurses per 100 patients.
Okay.
That way, so we'll have 300 doctors and 600 nurses working around the clock here.
Okay.
And then we'll have a sufficient number of housekeeping staff, and then marshals for internal security here, and just in case we keep. And 30% of the area will be reserved for women, women who come, so that they have their own privacy and things like that.
Right, sir. So this is basically the hall number 1.
Yes.
How many such halls do we have?
So we have 5 halls. In this, 1 and 2 are slightly smaller ones.
Okay.
The 3rd, 4th, 5th are the large halls.
Okay.
Yeah.
So which means at least a total bed of 10,000.
Yeah, average, yes.
On an average.
Yeah, yes.
When will this be functional?
By a week's time, we are looking at maybe Saturday evening or Sunday. Latest by Sunday.
Okay, so can you give us an idea of the ratio between a patient and a doctor or a nurse, like you were telling us before?
Yeah, this is what is the standard operating procedure for CCCs, for the COVID care centers. This is the ratio which is given. That is one doctor, because they don't require more than that.
Okay.
And also these doctors working because they have to come with PPE kits. They come,
Right.
and then they go back. So that protocol they have to follow. So that's the reason they work in 3 shifts.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, one doctor works for at least about how many hours?
8 hours is the shift.
The shift, even the nurse as well.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay. Also, can you tell us about the facilities given to the patients within the hall?
As you see, ma'am, I have seen in videos of other cities. This is it is a complete open hall with just the beds.
Right.
Now we have created wards here.
Okay.
It is unique to maybe such a big facility. It is unique to this country, which we have done. And then you have seen it's like a complete hospital that we have done. Everybody will have a charging point, because everybody comes and they get bored to charge their mobile, and that confusion should not be there. So that facility we are providing.
Okay.
And a lot of entertainment also, like in terms of TVs will be provided. And also interactive TV, somebody will come and
So basically an LCD has been set up?
No, this is going to be for common areas where they eat, and then there's a recreational area where we provide them carom, they can play carom or chess, interact with people among the people who are here. So that is some of the new things that we have thought of.
Okay.
Because food distribution also is a challenging task. We can't be distributing here because we don't want them to dirty the place.
Right.
Because picking up and cleaning also is a challenge.
Okay.
So that's the reason we have given common areas for entertainment.
So they can
and food.
come and pick up the food, is what you say?
They can go and eating places there.
Okay.
So they will be there to eat. To monitor that, the marshals will be there.
Okay.
To enforce. And also we'll tell the patients when they come in here, do's and don'ts will be told to them.
Right.
So where they should go and have their food, and how are they supposed to use the toilets and those kind of things. Yeah.
Right, sir. So in one particular hall, how many wards have been set up?
There are more than about 65 to 70, because different halls have different dimensions.
Okay, great.
And each ward has got about 66 beds.
Well.
That is 1 meter as per the SOP, 1 meter distance from one bed to another. That is what is the prescribed norms as per the norm we are providing.
Okay, is this the only facility that we are looking at, or are we going to come up with more facilities in
We
the
already
future?
have 4 facilities up and running now.
Okay.
And 2 more will be starting today probably. One is Koramangala Indoor Stadium, and then one is the Horticulture College.
Right.
So then we are also looking at other places as well. Some engineering colleges, hostels also we have identified.
Okay.
We will see now. We already have a vacancy of 1,000 beds now, availability.
Right.
So once this starts, then I think we should be very comfortable.
Right. Thank you so much, sir, for joining us. Well, as Mr. Sarfaraz Khan says that there are, at least in this particular place that we're talking about, the Bengaluru International Center, you have at least about 5 different centers. Now we are inside one particular center. This is a ward that you call it. Inside this one particular ward, you have at least about 66 beds that have been just laid out over here. And for each bed, we clearly see they have also given tables and also a standing fan. Now these are the kind of facilities that are being provided if at all any of the asymptomatics are admitted at this very place. We also understand as far as the toilets are concerned, so the ratio goes by 1 toilet is to 10 patients. And coming to the treatment level, what we understand is that for at least every 100 patients we see, 1 doctor will be deployed and there will be 2 nurses who will be working round the clock, which means in 3 different shifts. Now this is the kind of in fact protocol taken by the Karnataka government. Remember, this entire facility will be ready by this weekend is what we understand as far as Sarfaraz Khan tells us. And what we also see according to him is that this is just not the facility. In fact, Karnataka government has also in fact prepared other such facilities like the indoor stadium, and also he tells us, remember, there is a Kormangla indoor stadium, and this is just another facility. Remember, this has necessitated the Karnataka government. One of the reasons why we understand, at least over the last 15 to 20 days, Karnataka has been seeing a 5-fold jump, an increase of what we are talking about. Because if you're really talking just about Bengaluru, just about 15 days ago, you saw where the active cases standing at anywhere between 1,000 to 1,300. Today, the active cases have crossed clearly 7,000. So that is one of the reasons why it has necessitated for the Karnataka government to immediately set up. This is country's biggest facility center, what we are looking at after Delhi. With video journalist Pradeep, this is Shrija reporting for Mirror Now in Bengaluru.